Welcome to Having It All.
We're your hosts, Kelly
and Nicole,
two black belt businesswomen, moms, coaches, and relentless truth tellers. This is for the women, or anyone, who want more.
So let's talk about it.
The real, the raw, the everything.
This is Having It All.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome back to have...
Okay, let's try again.
All right, ready? Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of
Having It All with
Kelly Murray
and Nicole.
Kelly Murray.
You did it.
Last name.
You did it yourself this time, Kelly Murray.
We have a running joke. Everybody calls me by my first and last name around here. It's not just Kelly. It's always Kelly Murray.
Kelly Murray. It has a nice ring, that's why.
Kelly Murray. It's actually very close to calamari. So when we go out to restaurants and people order calamari, I laugh to myself.
I'll have a Kelly Murray.
I'll have a Kelly Murray. A calamari. Anyways.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What kind of foods do your names sound like?
Well, Nicole Stratachug. I can't think of anything.
Nothing. All right. How about you guys? Anything? Well, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Since we've been in these chairs. Actually, we were in these chairs,
but we had a technical having it all means doing it all. So I am the tech producer of this show, and I had some tech issues 2 weeks ago. So we recorded a whole episode, no audio, and so
we just said, fuck it. Wasn't meant to be.
Right. So here we are.
Last week I was in Miami.
Yeah, but I got to meet your new nephew.
I did, but bookmark that for one moment because I want to catch everybody up. Because we started recording this podcast back in May or June. When was our first?
End of April, actually.
End of April. Mm-hmm. God damn. Okay. And it has not been released yet.
Right.
But it's happening soon.
Yeah. We just had to get it started in April. When you want to have it all, you got to do it all. So you have to do the things.
That's been the theme of the morning because we also just took photos. You are the photographer, the producer, the tech crew, the audio engineer. What do? I'm the talent.
The talent.
It's
a very important piece because I couldn't do it without the talent. So
I do nothing, apparently. I support. I am a good cheerleader.
And so actually, all of the episodes that we have released, I think the plan is to have them all out there, but knowing that we just had to start, right? I think this is just a thing that's coming to my mind, but sometimes we get in our own head and we don't want to start because we're too scared to take the steps. So April was our step. Kate, this is something that we've decided that we want to do. So we just had to start, and we did.
And it was fun.
Yeah,
and it was
fun.
Part of the reason we started it was because we needed an outlet and we just wanted to chat to each other. And we figured we might as well chat in front of all of you in case something funny or fun or smart comes out of our mouth.
Right.
But it's been really fun. And it's also, I think, been a good way for us to talk through things that are going on in our lives.
Yeah.
Which is going to be what we're talking about today.
Just what's happening
Just what's
in our
going
lives.
on. So I met my baby nephew.
Yeah.
So exciting. I went to Miami last week and it was wonderful. I had the whole week with my kids. In the summer, my ex-husband gets them for a whole week consecutive, and so do I. So I took that time to go visit my big brother, who is, he's older than me. So I think 47 at this point.
Oh, wow.
And he's just had his first son. Wow. So that was very exciting for me. And he's a peanut. Oh my gosh, 5 pounds.
Cute. I love seeing all the pictures.
My babies were 8 pounds. So holding him, I was afraid that I was going to crush him or something. His little tiny hands. But that was super sweet to see my kids with the baby, and my parents were down there. So just spending time with my family fills my heart. I was chatting with a friend and commenting that I feel the most myself in front of my family, which is such a gift. Because I know not everybody has that same relationship with their parents or with their siblings, but I truly feel like I am my best self, and I am completely 100% my authentic self with them. And that just feels so good.
Oh, this is amazing to hear, because now I know that week that you had was just so fulfilling.
Yeah. And we didn't do much.
Yeah.
We just hung out.
Baby.
Yeah, the new baby. And, the kids were happy to just go with the flow, which is not my normal MO. Normally I plan every little thing and I have the whole trip, time blocked and we're going to do something each day. And not only was it not reasonable with the new baby, but it just it just was nice to not have to do that. And I really leaned into for, not the first time in my life, but the first time in a long time, not having a plan, just being spontaneous, not trying to stress and figure everything out, or big thing, manage other people's feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like that?
Yeah.
When you're hosting or when you have people over, like you feel like you have to make them feel comfortable.
Yes.
You feel like you have to make sure that they're happy, make sure they're fed, make sure they have what they want, as opposed to just like they're adults, let them have their own experience. That's hard for me.
Yeah. Back home, kind of our house was kind of the place where everyone came to, but I liked that just because
I love it too.
And right now your house is kind of that place. So I love it, just like having people over, and I try and take it like pretty easygoing. Like if you're coming to my house, it's like we're easygoing people.
Yeah.
So like
I just feel responsible for the vibe.
Yeah. But then sometimes, especially if we're hosting like a big dinner, like we've had Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, all that kind of stuff, you feel like, okay, I got to make sure like I have entertainment.
Yeah.
And like,
or what does everybody want to drink?
Yeah.
And is everybody going to like the food? And is there enough food? There's just a lot of detail. And usually in my family, me and my mom, who bless her heart, is still like, she still does all of that when I don't, but usually it's us. And this week we just didn't have that pressure.
Yeah. That's so nice.
It was nice. That was the best part. How about you? What have you been up to this summer? Our summer is almost over.
I know.
Here in Arizona. It's July. Actually, my son goes back to school today, July 16th.
And my kids go back in a few more days on Tuesday. But I'm ready for school to start again, just because I feel like the summer gets hard to manage schedules and times. And this week is actually, we didn't have any camps for the kids or anything. So this week is a little bit tricky, like managing schedules and stuff. But I feel like
surprising that you don't enjoy summer where there's no routine or schedule.
Oh. This week is,
I would have never guessed that about you.
I like routine. I like schedule, and Ryder's very much like me.
Yeah.
So every evening, I think I've told you guys this before, but we do a journal as a family. And every evening he's like, so what's the plan for tomorrow? Like Ryder needs to know. And I'm like,
I love him.
I need to know the plan too, Ryder. So let's figure this out right now. So our schedules right now this week, obviously a little bit crazy, but I'm so excited for school to start. And then so we can just be back in the routine.
Yeah.
And next week, like baseball has been kind of going for Ryder here and there over the summer. So next week we have a baseball camp that he's doing in the evenings. Good. So I'm glad for that. And then it'll be full blown baseball the week after. So I'm excited for that routine. Rocky's baseball won't start for a little bit yet, but we're getting just excited for back to school, back to all the activities.
It's so weird to have back to school vibes in July.
Yeah.
I'm an East Coaster. We go back to school in September.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah. And so back home, all the kids are, they've only been out for 2 weeks.
Exactly.
And we're like, we're going back to school.
So strange.
Yeah.
And my son was very upset. Ryder was actually crying a few times last week about vacation ending. And, we've had a really fun summer. He's done a lot of cool stuff, which I tried to make it as special as possible because it's so short, So I tried to fit in some cool things, and their highlights were they went to a couple of live WWE events. And so they've just been on cloud nine. They're, and he's in Miami. It's 3 hours ahead. So they stayed up till midnight every night, which was like a huge fun deal. It's only 9 o'clock our time. Yeah. So it was like so fun for them. And, just that dopamine of summer. Yeah. And I think he's sad to go back to structured discipline. Yeah. So you guys are doing baseball. I don't know what I'm going to put the kids in. So I took them out of almost everything the last couple of weeks. I took them out of swimming because I didn't feel like Ryder was getting challenged enough, and it's expensive for that to be the case. It was almost like he was just going and playing.
Yeah.
And then Phoenix, I'm going to put him back in once Ryder's in school, but they also were at gymnastics. And once again, I felt like they weren't getting challenged enough.
Right.
There was a couple issues that we had, but now I'm like, what are they going to do? I think I'm going to sign them up for Ninja Warrior.
Oh yeah. like a Ninja Warrior course type thing.
Yep.
That would be super fun.
Yep.
My kids would love that too.
They did a trial class before we went to Miami, and they both really loved it.
Oh, wow.
And it was cool. They were like scaling
Where is
walls. It's in Chandler, but it's a little further out where you are. So I can give you the details. But
there's trampoline park. It's right by Move, actually. Big Air. Have you been to that one?
Yes,
that
my
one
kids
is
have been
so
to camp there.
fun. We just went to that one.
Oh, okay.
The other day, and they loved it.
Yeah.
But it's more like ninja course stuff, and they have the warped wall, and they have wall climbing and stuff. So,
and that's, I think, again, my kids really loved the free class. I think I'm going to put in, the nice thing is I can do both of them at the same time. That's always a plus. They have a class for each of them. So I think we're going to give that a try. My rule has always been at my house, like you have to do something physical. Gymnastics teaches such great body awareness and strength and flexibility. And so there has to be something that can kind of take the place of those things. Not that martial arts isn't great, but they don't stretch. They're not getting the flexibility. They're not necessarily moving their body in all the ways.
In a wellness, holistic kind of way.
Yes, exactly.
I get it.
It's more of a niche. So martial arts, I wanted them to do gymnastics, so we'll see how this goes. And then swimming was always like survival, but they can both swim now. So
yeah, that's with Rocky. We had him in swim lessons as a toddler, like splash the water in your face type swim lessons. And then I thought about putting him in lessons this year, but with the pool at our place,
they just learn.
He's learned how to swim, and so I'm like, at this point, it doesn't make sense for him to go take any lessons until he's a little bit older, and they can actually teach him the actual strokes and stuff.
Which is what Ryder was doing, but then what?
Yeah.
Kind of like,
I guess if you're gonna take swimming like competitively,
to the next level,
maybe.
Yeah.
But I could see that. But I don't see my kids wanting to do competitive swimming.
Yeah,
swimming is just
fun.
like have fun, like go all out. They but burn so much energy during that time. So I'm like, have at her, guys.
I used to love just being in the pool when I was young. Were you a big swimmer when you were little? Pool baby?
No, I hated swim lessons. I'm not.
But did you like
swimmer.
being in the pool?
No.
Really? I love it. When I was little, I was in the summer. I lived in New York, so it was cold for most of the year. But in that 2-month frame, I was in the pool all the time.
Even now, I think it comes from because I have a lot of skin allergies and stuff, and so going into the pool is always been a big deal for me because it makes me itchy, or I got to shower right after, or got to make sure I have the lotion on to when I get out of the pool.
It's a big deal.
So even here, I'll go to the pool, but mostly I just kind of stick my feet in or sit on the edge. Yeah. I'll go in. If it's just me and the boys, I'll go in. Yeah. But if Josh is around, I just sit on the edge.
So let's talk about back to school. Yeah. Let's talk about food.
Okay.
Let's talk about ideas for lunches and what do you got planned for dinners? Because I know a year ago, me and Crystal were talking about this, and you were kind of like, this whole new lifestyle has really thrown me in terms of making dinner. So what are some of your go-to quick, easy meal ideas for working parents?
I feel like I've come a long way and been a little bit more open, because previously I would just make everything from nothing, right? Just raw ingredients and make everything. So I've kind of allowed myself a little bit more freedom, especially when it comes to the kids. And because Ryder, sometimes I can't even keep up how much he's eating. Yeah. So some of the things that we're loving, just having chopped up fresh veggies all the time, that is a must-have staple in our house.
Which ones?
We have our main ones are bell peppers and cucumber. Yeah. Those are the two main staples. My kids don't really like carrot sticks, which I think is a common thing for kids is to like carrots.
My kids love carrots.
Yeah, they don't really like carrot sticks, so we stick to those ones. And then with frozen vegetables, I love the green beans, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. I kind of have those always in the freezer, and they come in a microwavable bag.
Yeah, the steam fresh.
Which I never really used the microwave either. So I'm old school, I feel when it came to food, but I've really broadened my horizons. Yeah. So I'm using the microwave to do quick steamed veggies, which makes it really easy for us. And then I did find some chicken nugget breaded type things that I I think are pretty good. And so I'll do those in the air fryer and veggies. The other thing that we really love is or they love is I take a piece of bread and put butter and then garlic powder, throw it in the oven and let it toast. And then I'll throw chicken and cheese on it. So it's not, because I always have like cooked chicken breast in the fridge. So I just like put a couple pieces, on the bread and then add some cheese on top. They will gobble that up. And like as long as
bread.
What's that?
It's like garlic bread.
Yeah, with chicken and cheese. Yeah, it's so good and so fast and easy. Yeah. So I've been doing those quite a bit, or like some like pizza variation of that. So I'll do pita bread, pizza type stuff.
We do that too with the naan bread. And then they make their own. Yeah,
so I'll do that, or like with bagels, do kind of pizza bagels. So as long as like the bread that I'm buying or the bagels that I'm buying are like kind of on the better side, I'm okay with it. So I've kind of just like relaxed a little bit in like not having to make everything from raw ingredients. How about you?
Take some shortcuts.
Yeah,
it's okay. Yeah, I mean, we're very much the same. I think we shared, for us, it's a lot of raw veggies, a lot of fruit. Like they have,
fruit.
Their plate is mostly veggies and fruit. And then I'll do one either protein forward or like more carb heavy option, or try to blend the two. We don't eat a lot of carbs. I don't, so I just don't like cook them. And I try to make it easy for myself. So if we do have carbs, it's like rice, sweet potato.
Yep.
We don't do a lot of bread. They do more bread in the morning.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
they do the bagels.
The bread,
the protein pancakes, the waffle, protein waffles. I try to at least inject protein into the bread items if I can. Like Kodiak, love that brand.
Yeah.
Love that brand.
I always eat in threes. So you always eat like protein, fat, and carbs together. So if you're preparing your meals, you're like just always thinking like, what are my three sources of those things for the kids? So sometimes in the morning, that's just a glass of milk to get some protein. Or my kids really love eggs too, but yeah.
Yeah, and then if you have, like, let's say you did pizza bagels, which is, obviously you've got a clean carb, and then you've got your protein with your cheese or whatever you're putting on top of it and sauce. But if then your plate is just fruits and vegetables on the side, it's great.
Yeah,
like
and easy.
You don't need to be like so stressed out about, like, it's just, I think people complicate it too much, especially for kids, because kids are.
And like I'm right back into prepping for another bodybuilding show. So like my food is very strict, but we all eat the same things.
Right.
Like I really don't find it that much different. Like I just might take the turkey that I'm eating, I eat it plain, but they get to have pizza sauce and cheese on theirs, right? Like, so I really don't find it. And we're the same with carbs, like sweet potato. I usually have some rice every few days, or rice cakes is like a big one for me, just because I'm finding it easy just to eat rice cakes as my carbs right now. Yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of them actually right now. But.
In my kids too, they are pretty open-minded about most foods, especially Ryder. Ryder's pretty open-minded, but I don't, it's for them, like they just like things simple and plain anyway. So why bother making this whole fancy meal when they don't give a shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make it easy for yourself so that you can not stress. We love tacos.
Yeah, I haven't made tacos in a long time.
So we can do tacos, quesadillas, like taco bowls. Like we can make a million things from just cooking up some taco meat and all the accoutrement that comes with it. Ryder loves tacos. We do pasta. So I buy chickpea pasta or protein pasta. They like the little ravioli or the tortellinis that have the cheese inside.
Yeah.
That's probably like a staple, and it's actually wild grain. I think I might have talked about this with you before. That's where we get all of our bread and pastas.
Yeah.
So it's a bread service, but it's all clean ingredients. They do sourdough.
Nice.
They do bagels. They do the pasta. So we buy all of it. It's super clean ingredients. What else? They love the chicken nuggets that are like the dino shapes.
Oh, okay.
They love those. Yeah, just quick and easy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Salmon. My kids like salmon.
Yeah, so do mine. Actually, we just had salmon, but
we're having it tonight.
Yeah, salmon is great. And then
steak, right? Or like steak.
Oh yeah, we have steak like once a week. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's an easy one because you can actually throw. So check this. I bought a skirt steak, which is the thin
Okay.
Okay. And most of the time I grill that, like marinate it, grill it, because it's a tougher piece of meat if you don't cook it correctly. So you marinate it. But I put mine in the air fryer last week.
Oh, wow.
It was perfect. It was not chewy. It was like medium. It was perfect. So juicy. So if you like,
try that
do you like skirt steak?
I don't know. We usually get sirloin.
Skirt steak is like what they typically use in like tacos.
Okay.
It's really, or fajita. It's like fajita meat.
So would you normally like, oh, you said you would normally grill it.
I normally grill it.
Slow cook it. Like
the one day that you guys came for dinner, but you didn't stay for dinner.
Yeah.
I made skirt steak.
Oh, okay.
And I grilled it, and it was kind of tough.
Yeah.
Because it's a tricky piece of meat. You got to do it perfect.
Yeah.
But, and if you don't cook it, like a lot of people like it medium rare, but that's hard to do with that type of meat because it's tougher. So anyways, air fryer.
Nice.
Just get a skirt steak, throw it in the air fryer.
Yeah. In our house, actually, Josh is responsible for making lunches.
Oh, okay.
So he makes lunches for the kids in the morning for the school, but everything's kind of like in the fridge, just ready to go.
Made and ready.
Just so that like he can throw veggies and fruit and whatever in their lunch kits. And the kids are so weird with their lunches. Like sometimes they eat it all. Sometimes they have like 2 bites. And I'm like, can you guys like find a medium here so that we're packing the right amount of food? Anyway, yeah.
I don't think they have a lot of time to eat.
Yeah, that's what I pick up. And so I find that like after school, they're hungry.
And I try to, what I was giving Ryder was a lot of like pistachios, raisins, pretzels, and they're all singular things that take a long time to eat. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like 20 minutes, they were, picking one at a time. So I try to give him more like robust foods so that if he's eating one thing in 20 minutes, at least he's getting satiated, because I feel like it just takes them forever to eat one thing at a time.
Yeah.
So I learned that lesson too, but yeah, some days he doesn't eat anything.
So back to school happened today for you, happens next week for us. And yeah, so excited for routine.
And we're not going on the same day. We're going on Saturday, but we're going to a baseball game this weekend.
Yes, one last hurrah this weekend for us before school starts.
It's kids free at the Diamondbacks this weekend. So you guys are going on Sunday?
Yes,
Sunday afternoon?
I think so. I don't actually know. I'm not the ticket master.
We tried to coordinate with you, but you were just like, I don't know what we're doing. And Josh never answered. So we were like, well, we're going on Saturday. And my kids have never been, Ryder's been to like a local, I think we were talking about it. In Rochester, we have something called the Red Wings.
Yes.
And they're not like they're not part of the
junior team. Or
yeah. They're just like a town, I don't know, city team.
That's why we were going back and forth. And so what we're doing on the weekend is we're actually going to stay close to the field in the hotel.
Nice.
And so we were going back and forth on whether or not we go Saturday night or Sunday. And so we were kind of thinking like, well, we'll just take like Saturday to go exploring downtown Phoenix, see like what we can go see and do, and like go for dinner and stuff. But and then we'll just end the weekend with the game. Yeah. Because otherwise, if we go to the game on Saturday night, then we like don't get the time in the hotel or whatever.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. So
I wanted to have Sunday to like chill.
Yeah. Because our school doesn't start until Tuesday, so the kids still have like Monday with no school.
Yeah. But I have to work on Monday.
Yeah.
I like to have Sunday as my
the
Lord's day of rest. We go to church, we just chill. Play dates are fine, but like other than that, I don't want to leave the house.
Yeah.
I just want dinner, like having dinner with friends is great, but I'm not going anywhere unless you invite me over for dinner.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like swapping my Saturday, Sundays this week, because like Saturday I'll just be at home and doing all the Sunday things so that we can just like go and relax for 24 hours.
Little staycation.
Yep.
It's nice when you live in a city where you can do fun staycations.
I thought that was so cool that we're just like not going far, but getting
There's a lot of places in Arizona to go and vacation. Like staycation, vacation.
And we've kind of like fallen off our hiking thing, but that will be back now that school's back in.
And you
we'll
can't
be back
hike in this weather, girl.
Yeah. But we had like a few destinations that were like outside of the like heat.
You gotta be careful.
So, but it's been crazy busy with everything. So once school's back in and August is done with, August looks like a crazy month. So
we're going to Charleston.
Yay!
At the end of August, we're going to be having an event there. And I'm really excited because I've heard such great things about Charleston. Like I heard it's just a cute little city, and our friend Donovan, who's one of the coaches, lives there.
Yeah.
And so we're going to see his schools and meet his family finally, but he raves about it. He says it's beautiful. So I'm excited to go to that. If you guys have any suggestions on what we should do in Charleston, let us know. We won't have a lot of free time, but if there's any like restaurants you recommend, or send it our way.
Yeah.
You won't be able to eat it.
No.
But I will. So I think because the week after your event was the week the mics didn't work. So you have to tell everybody what happened at your event.
I did amazing.
And you missed the tiaras.
Yeah.
Last time with the tech fail, she let me borrow one of her tiaras. We were both wearing them.
Yeah.
Because Nicole won everything.
Yeah.
She's a champion.
So I entered 6 divisions. I won 5 of the 6. I got second place in the 6th one, which was awesome.
What a letdown.
3 of those divisions, I earned a pro card. So I earned 3 pro cards at this bodybuilding show, and 3 crowns, 3 sashes, 3 swords that are stuck in Canada at the moment because I couldn't figure out how to get them here. So yeah. It was a great time, and now I'm just getting ready for more shows.
So you qualified.
Yeah, so long story short, I got a pro card in my bikini class, the open bikini class, which was awesome. There was a pro show that night at that show that I suddenly qualified for. So I did it, and I got 3rd place, and that qualified me for the Worlds in November. So I'm just, super pumped that I'm going to do that. So I'll actually have to do one show prior to that just because I want to qualify for Worlds as a pro in figure as well. There just wasn't an opportunity for me to do that. So
when can we like have a big feast where you will be allowed to eat it with us?
After the November show.
Okay.
Then I will go
So
all
maybe
out.
like Friendsgiving can be the feast.
I don't know when. Yeah, I think Thanksgiving will be the weekend after.
Okay, perfect.
So
We'll fit it in.
yes.
It's we miss you. Not that it really affects us because you're like so disciplined, but it's nice to have meals with you and share in those and not have you be in your hotel room eating out of your cooler.
I'm trying to plan a cheat meal in Charleston so I can actually have a good meal
That would
there.
be nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well,
I think you're caught up on where we're at.
School's
starting.
Yeah, school work is chugging along. I think we did a great job the last couple of months just with school being out and balancing summer and kids and all the things. And so if you are also juggling all the things right now, just keep up the great work. You're almost there. Some of you are not almost there. Some of you are just starting your summers.
Don't worry, it'll be over in like a blink of an eye.
We're like on opposite sides here. I'm like, I want more summer. And you're like, summer's over. Hooray. Well, wherever you are on that scale, we hope you guys are kicking ass. And we'll see you next time.
On Having It All with Kelly Murray and Nicole.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging out with us on Having It All, where the ambition is high, the truth is raw, and the conversations are always real.
If you loved this episode, share it with a woman who needs it. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It helps more badass women find us.
Until next time, keep kicking ass, taking up space, and redefining what it means to have it all. You deserve the whole damn thing.